Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I am Daniel, and I am so happy to be here with you today for a very fun topic. Joining me, as always, is my friend Emma. How are you doing today, Emma?
Hi, Daniel. I am great, thank you. Actually, I had a very busy weekend. I spent most of Saturday learning how to bake bread.
No way, real bread? Like kneading dough and everything?
Yes, my hands were covered in flour for 2 hours. It was a bit of a disaster, but also amazing. It makes me feel so accomplished when I'm done.
That is the perfect way to start today's lesson. Today, we are going to learn how to talk about your hobbies and interests in English. By the end of this episode, you will be able to tell anyone what you enjoy doing, how often you do it, and why you love it. You won't sound like a robot, you will sound like a real person.
I'm ready. I remember when I first started learning English, if someone asked, "What are your hobbies?" I just said, "My hobby is reading books." It sounded so flat.
Exactly. We want to create a connection with people. So let's look at how we ask that first question. Emma, besides what is your hobby, what are some other ways to ask?
I've heard, "What do you do for fun?" or "How do you spend your free time?"
Those are excellent. Another very natural one is, what are you into? It just means, what do you like? Repeat that one with us, everyone. What are you into?
What are you into? I like that. It sounds much cooler.
It really does. Now, before we go further, if you're enjoying this conversation, please hit the like button and subscribe. It helps us reach more learners just like you.
Yes, please subscribe. Okay, Daniel, let's talk about vocabulary. There are so many activities. How can we group them?
Well, a simple way is to think about active hobbies versus quiet hobbies. For active hobbies, we have things like playing sports, hiking in the mountains, or dancing. For quiet hobbies, we have reading, drawing, or watching movies.
I definitely love quiet hobbies. I love reading on my sofa with a cup of tea. It helps me relax after work.
Relax is a great word. It means to rest and feel calm. Everyone, let's practice that word. Relax.
And what about when we just spend time with friends? Is that a hobby?
We call that hanging out. To hang out means to spend time with someone in a casual way. For example, I like hanging out with my friends at the park.
Oh, I do that a lot. But wait, Daniel, I have a grammar question. Sometimes I say I like read, and sometimes I like reading. Which is correct?
Great question. For hobbies, we usually use the verb plus ing pattern. So you say, I like reading or I love cooking.
Okay, let me try. I like drawing animals and trees.
Perfect. Now, listeners, it's your turn. Think of one thing you do for fun. Now say it out loud using I like plus the ing word. Go ahead.
I hope they said something fun. Daniel, you mentioned earlier that we shouldn't just give a list. How do we make it sound like a real story?
We use my favorite 3-step plan. Step 1, name it. Step 2, detail it. Step 3, feel it.
Name it, detail it, feel it. Can you show me?
Sure, let's use my hobby, gardening. Step 1, I am really into gardening. Step 2, I usually grow tomatoes and yellow roses in my backyard on Saturday mornings. Step 3, it's a lot of work, but it makes me feel calm and happy.
Wow, that's a full picture. I can see your garden in my head.
That is the goal. You want the other person to see a picture. Step 2, the detail, is where you say what kind, when, where, or who with.
Let me try with my photography. Step 1, I'm really into photography. Step 2, I usually go out early in the morning to take photos of the city when it's quiet. Step 3, it makes me feel like I'm seeing the world in a different way.
That was beautiful, Emma. Seriously, you named it, you gave a detail about the time and place, and you shared your feeling.
It felt much more natural to say.
It really was. Now, Emma, you used a word there, usually. This is an adverb of frequency. We use these to say how often we do our hobbies.
Right, like always, usually, sometimes, and never.
Exactly. For example, Jake plays basketball 3 times a week. Or, Sophia usually listens to music to relax. I have a challenge for our listeners.
Ooh, I love challenges.
Listeners, in the comments below, write one sentence about a hobby using an adverb of frequency. For example, I sometimes play video games after work. We promise to read them.
Daniel, what happens if I'm talking to someone and I forget a word? My brain just stops sometimes.
Don't panic. We use rescue phrases. If you need a second to think, just say, "Let me think," or "That's a good question."
Let me think. I use that one a lot in my own language.
It's perfect. You can also describe the word. If you forget the word photography, you can say, "I like taking pictures with my camera." The most important thing is to keep the conversation moving.
That makes me feel much more confident. Speaking of confidence, you always tell me to slow down.
Yes, many learners speak too fast when they're nervous. A pause is not a mistake. It actually makes you sound more confident. And don't forget to smile. People can hear a smile in your voice.
I'm smiling right now. So, we've covered vocabulary, the three-step plan, and frequency. Should we try a real conversation?
Let's do it. I'll be someone you just met at a park.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hi there. The weather is so nice today, isn't it?
It's a perfect day. I love being outside.
Me too. So what do you usually do for fun on weekends like this?
Well, let me think. I'm really into hiking. I usually go to the mountains near my city early in the morning with my cousin. It's a great way to forget about stress and clear my head. How about you?
That sounds wonderful. I prefer quiet weekends. I'm interested in drawing. I usually draw animals or food in the afternoon at my kitchen table. It helps me feel calm.
Wow, you're a creative person. I'd love to see your drawings one day.
Stop. Emma, that was perfect. You used the rescue phrase, "Let me think," you used the three-step plan, and you even asked me a question back.
Thank you. It felt like we were just two friends chatting.
That is exactly how it should feel. Before we wrap up, let's do a quick review for everyone.
Okay, to ask about a hobby, we can say, "What are you into?" or "What do you do for fun?"
To answer, use the three steps: name it, detail it, and feel it.
And use the ing form like "I enjoy cooking" or "I love playing the guitar."
And finally, use adverbs of frequency like usually or sometimes to show how often.
We did it! I feel like a hobby expert now.
You are doing amazing. Learning a language is hard work, but you are here, which means you are serious about it. Keep practicing every day.
Thank you, Daniel. What are we learning in the next episode?
Next time, we will talk about daily routines and time, how to describe your whole day from morning to night.
I can't wait. Goodbye, everyone.
Take care and see you soon. Bye-bye.